Every year, millions of flip-flops begin their journey on human feet. And it ends here, on the shores of the Indian Ocean, discarded and forgotten. But in Kenya, some of this waste finds a second life. Ocean Soul is a social enterprise that transforms discarded flip-flops into handcrafted art. What started as a response to pollution has become a global symbol of creativity, conservation, and community.
My name is Joe Monkiremba. I am the head of sales here at Ocean Soul. Ocean Soul is a social enterprise that prides itself in cleaning our oceans, waterways, dumps, while at the same time employing artisans from high-impact communities here in Kenya. Our founder wanted to find ways of obviously, cleaning up our environment, and at the same time, we're about jobs.
Flip-flops are cheap, lightweight, and widely used, but they are also one of the most common forms of ocean plastic pollution along the East African coast. Ocean Soul's solution was simple, but bold: turn waste into value and value into opportunity.
They're unique because, number one, we are upcycling a product that could have caused harm to marine animals. And number two, because we're using recycled material, our sculptures are unique. None of our sculptures are ever going to be the same.
Each sculpture begins as trash, collected by hand, washed, sorted, then shaped by skilled artisans into animals, symbols, and stories.
How it works is we have a network of collectors that collect these discarded flip-flops from beach cleans at the coast, which is about 30% of our flip-flops come from the beach cleans. Here in Nairobi, where the majority of our discarded flip-flops come from, they come from landfills, dump sites, waterways, and what have you. When they're brought here, the collector is compensated for the material, and then that's where the bulk of the work begins. So we wash our flip-flops with soap and detergent, and we place them in an area where they get to dry before the artists begin to use them. Our typical washer washes about 60 kilograms of our flip-flops per day, per person. So the impact is super, super huge. Once they have dried, the flip-flops are then, for our smaller sculptures, they're all flip-flops. So they are die-cutted into the shape of the animal that we want to make. Then those little die cuts are then joined together using glue into a block of a sculpture that we want to make. So for example, if it's a giraffe, it's made into a block of a giraffe. If it's a rhino, it's a block of a rhino. Typically, when an artist comes in the morning, they don't start making the sculpture from scratch. There's already pre-made blocks for them to begin carving using a knife. Once they've done carving using a knife, we go to the sanding area, where the sanding process basically is just a process to make the sculpture smooth. The reason why we are sanding is because they're carving using a knife, there's lots of rough edges. So sanding is just to make it all smooth before it's taken to the washing area, where it is washed and put to dry before it goes to our packing room to be packed and to be shipped to our soulmates all over the world. So we have the smaller pieces, which are like souvenirs, which is what they're all flip-flop, which is what I was just mentioning earlier. We use a die, and then that die cuts out a template of that animal, joined together using glue, carved out by hand, sanded, and off it goes. Now for the bigger sculptures, we use another material on the inside. We use, it's called polyurethane or styrofoam if you like. Styrofoam is used by shipping companies as insulation. When they are worn out or broken, they are tossed away. So we carve out the shape of an animal that we want to carve using that material, then pad it with the flip-flops. And that's why the big pieces, you've noticed they have patches, there's a patchwork, some kind of mosaic going on, while the smaller pieces you see a stripy kind of look because different layers of flip-flops have been joined together to make the piece.
No two pieces are the same. Each carries the mark of its past life and the hand that gives it a new one.
Two things. The combination of the colors, which means different flip-flops worn by different people, have been joined together to make that unique piece. And number two, these pieces have been sculptured by different artisans.
Ocean Soul is more than just art. It is employment, it is dignity, it is a community.
One of our core pillars is employment, right? Jobs. So it's very easy to introduce a machinery into our process, but then somebody's going to be out of a job. So we pride ourselves in making sure that everything is handmade. The only time we use a machinery is when we're just doing the sanding and to make the sculpture smooth and off it goes.
From the shores of Kenya, these sculptures travel the world, carrying a message about pollution, responsibility, and possibility. Art becomes education, and education becomes change.
Ocean Soul contributes to sustainability in two ways. Number one, by obviously removing the harmful plastic materials of our oceans and waterways and rivers and what have you. And secondly, through education. We believe that you got to get them while they're young. So we partner with schools and they come to our workshop. We give them tours. We talk about recycling and they get to get their hands dirty and make a bracelet or a face mask or exteriors and interior spaces. Most of our buyers, especially corporate buyers, they want to make a big statement towards marine conservation. So they want to buy a life-size giraffe or a life-size elephant. Then they have, this huge lobby space that they want to utilize it. We have people that want to buy small pieces for their homes, for their kids' room, and what have you.
The ocean still carries waste. Beaches still need cleaning. But Ocean Soul believes solutions grow when creativity meets purpose.
Right now, unfortunately, about 90% of our production is for export. We're trying to grow our local market. So we're hoping with this expose, our local market, will, give us a call or go on our socials and contact us and find ways of partnering with us. Sometimes we run out of flip-flops, not enough flip-flops. So if you're out there and you have flip-flops that you're able to find, or you're a school or an organization and you're able to organize a flip-flop drive to get this material, you can get in touch with us and we can find a way how we can partner with your organization.
What was once thrown away now tells the story of resilience, of imagination, of a future where nothing is wasted.
If somebody wants to buy our products, you can find us at www.oceansoul.com and we can deliver here in Nairobi for free. You can find us on our socials in all Facebook, Instagram, TikTok at Ocean Soul.
Thank you for staying with me today. I hope you've learned a thing or two, but I still want to hear from you. Tell me, who do you want me to feature on this show? What do you want us to discuss on this show? Mi kazi yangu ni moja tu, nitakuletea hawa watu wote. The number is 22422 on all my social handles at Nami Mbuvi and at The Landed Property Diary. Until next week, have yourselves a fantastic week.